class.
Dang it.
Your parents yelled at you.
Why do you always screw up, huh?
Or someone at school decided that you were their main target. Don't worry, these are just everyday signs of being human. But sometimes, those everyday feelings start to look a little different. Maybe your friend suddenly isn't themselves. Maybe they're pulling away. Maybe they're talking down their future.
And that's when it stops being funny, because suicidal thoughts and depression aren't just a joke. They're real, they're dangerous, and they're exactly what Arthur Miller explored in All My Sons and Death of a Salesman. In Death of a Salesman, Willie Loman spends his whole life chasing a dream that never comes true. He says, "The man who makes an appearance is the man who gets ahead," on page 33. But no matter how hard he works, he still feels invisible. When he cries out, "I am not a dime a dozen, I am Willie Loman," on page 105, we see how desperate he is to matter. And that desperation led to his death. In All My Sons, Joe Keller makes a choice for money over morality, and the guilt destroys not only him, but also his son Larry. Kate says he couldn't live with what he did, on page 91. Larry's suicide shows how guilt doesn't just stay with one person, it spreads through families. When Joe finally admits they were all my sons, on page 83, it's already too late. Both plays end in suicide, not as a twist, but as a warning. When society values money and reputation more than honesty and love, families fall apart, and people start believing that death is their only escape. And here's why that matters today. Suicide is still a crisis. According to the CDC, it's one of the leading causes of death for people aged 15 to 24. And studies show middle-aged men, just like Willie, are one of the highest risk groups. The pressure to succeed, to provide, and to look perfect is crushing. But Arthur Miller doesn't just show tragedy, he shows responsibility. He shows that our choices affect each other. That means we're not alone and we're responsible for lifting each other up. Like Joe Keller says in his final realization, "They were all my sons," that's not just about war pilots, that's about community. That's why I'm creating this campaign, not a dime a dozen. It's about showing that no one is replaceable and no one should feel worthless. My message is simple: check on your people, take mental health seriously, and remember that honesty matters more than appearances. If you or someone you know is struggling, call or text 988, the Suicide and Crisis Lifeline. Share resources, speak up, because we are all responsible for each other. Thanks for watching.